This structure around KK Trust Hotel on Namirembe Road is also being demolished. Not only one, I think all the two are going to be demolished. Yeah, that is the change that is here. I've always told you Kampala changes every now and then. So the reason for this video, let it start from here. I wanted to create this video and show you how they had demolished Owino Market. But I want to tell you guys, Owino is hard to film from right now because there is a lot of army men and there is a lot of other people in non-uniforms, so it would be hard for me to film there and I wouldn't want to risk myself. So risking for something that is not so big, like 3 minutes, let me just talk about it. Maybe when I get time I'll film it and you will see it, but just be informed, part of Owino has been demolished. And the KCCA said they don't know who demolished is, but of course it is next to the water channel, the Nachivubo water channel, and we know who has been taking on the Nachivubo water channel. Yeah, these are some of the works because the recent rain really put the city's drainage at test and now they don't want to risk anymore. That's why they have dug more. After the happening, they made sure they dug deeper. For example, this is Benchuanka Street, and this is how it looks like. They had already put some channels inside, but this way, they've made sure that the ones this other side are a bit small, and the ones on the upper side are gonna be bigger, and they have excavated more. It is a Sunday, and they are on site working, and the material is covered up here. So they're making sure the water moves safely or moves very well without flooding again. And all this is supposed to be connected to the Nachivubo water channel. The Nachivubo water channel is the main drainage channel of the city. This other side, if I may say, and this is it. This is what we have here. They've really dug deep. It cuts across until the other side. This is Benchuanka, where we have the old park Total and the old park Shell. Then this other side we have Benchuanka, Total, and the Sri Swaminarayan Temple. So we are going to be waiting and see how things turn up. Here a water pipe, I think it's for national water, was damaged and the water is running. That's how it looks like. I think they're trying to create something big that can easily be cleaned, and the other side is where we have the Kampala flyover project starting from the other side over there. So it's a bit hard crossing here, but yeah, they are really working on it. I hope they will work on it faster. We are already in the wet season. That means a lot of water is here. So I'm going to be taking you towards the other side. We see the other parts that are being worked upon, and just like that, I'll continue with some old footage that I had captured already. I captured it yesterday. So this is something I had not planned for, but I'll be bringing that as well. You see what is happening. Kampala is really changing, and if you spend a lot of time without coming in Kampala, you'll find things change. And remember, they first work on the drainage, later they work onto the tarmac. So this tarmac is one of those that has been narrow and a bit bumpy, so they are going to do away with the bad tarmac and come up with good tarmac. So that is what is happening here. Remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and enable the notification bell. And it is narrow here because of the ongoing works. Sterling is the company working onto the road. here they've already sealed or joined the culverts together, and they haven't put connectors on everything. So this plot had been sealed with the plot had been sealed with some iron sheets. They took it off, and this is how it looks like. It has been a place for throwing garbage. People have been throwing their garbage. Hopefully the owner starts to work on it. If they can't, I think they will be forced to sell. This is it. So also the other side, it had all lost the tarmac. And I usually tell you that Kampala is a wetland. According to what I know, Kampala is a wetland. You can see that is clay soil. And clay soil is usually in wetlands. That's how it is. There is a bit of sand. So you can clearly see there is a layer of marram. So they put a layer of marram to come up with this road. And this other side, it is totally sand and clay soil. Kampala is entirely a wetland. That is it. That's how it looks like here. Well, the problem is, I usually talk about this. I think, so before I think, let me show you this. You see something which is like a dig up inside there. That is sand. It was all carried by the running water that recently invaded the city. Yeah, I was still saying that most of these constructions are done in a way that doesn't please me, because it looks like they are working on something to just stay for only days, not to stay for ages. Because this is what I see, and that is my own thought. So all the pavers are being moved because of the water pipe around here, and it being pushed aside, that means they're creating space for the road, which would have been like the road reserve. This is Kampala. I hope this changes a lot. And that calls for, I think we should have had a channel, a small channel, where all cables run, the water, the internet, the cameras, not having hanging electric cables, having internet cables hanging around. So they've excavated this other side and the other side up. And at some point they are trying to connect the drainage systems. Even up on Mega they have dug. I didn't want to waste more time, just take you through. So all these are aimed at easing connectivity. So this is what is happening this other side of the container village, behind the temple. They have built a whole drainage channel, and this is how it looks like. But I want to tell you guys, this I believe won't be enough to clean water, to clear the water here into the main channel, because it is small, first of all. Secondly, it is narrow. This is how it looks like. Very narrow. So there is a lot of works going on. If the pace is maintained, by the time we end the year, we shall have so clear roads, we shall have a reduced problem of flooding whenever it rains around here. Because as I've already said, and I've always said that most of Kampala roads have recently got signposts that show construction is going to happen or construction is happening. So I hope this is the construction that they've been alerting us of, and it is happening. So here it's like they were also digging up the water pipes. You can clearly see here. This is where we have Mega Standard supermarkets. Also here next to the park, this is where the water pipes, I think, or electricity to connect around here will be passing. It's supposed to be electricity, that's why they hammered around here. Anyway, a lot is happening, a lot will be coming up, more channels you should check up. Asian Club, check out Enoch Okello, George Enoch, check out, who else? There are so many channels that are creating content about the current affairs of Kampala. You will see it. I'm in the taxi park. This is where you come grab your taxi and go back home. And this is what I'm exactly gonna do. So this is one of those designated markets where most of the vendors have since come. When I look into it, yeah, it is currently having more people than it used to, and I hope they stay in here and also get clients. So clients get to find them here. This is where they are at the moment. Someone asked for Kafumbe Mukasa. This is where we are. The streets are a bit clear now. This is Kampala. This is Kapumbe Mukasa Road, and down is part of Owino Market. And this other side, this is Chiseni, where we used to have that market, which was put down for a plaza. And now this is what we have. We have a plaza called Swift Plaza. And it is more of an arcade. Just right here. And this road takes you back upwards towards Mengo. So let me take you and show you how. So this is how Swift Plaza looks like when you're inside the Gwanda taxi park. And I want to get up onto a building and show you how it looks like. I saw some people commenting, asking where are the parkings to most of the buildings. Bro, this is the parking up here. Cars park up here. It goes like this and opposite. So there are two structures opposite and at my back, or where I am right now, they all have parking space up. And the same applies to the Ham shopping malls. Down there, they also have parking on top, and it is very big. This is how this structure looks like. It's a recent one and it has been speedy, if I may say. So I'm going to be taking you out of this place, take you to the other side, show you how it also looks like. Then we can continue to the other parts. I think we shall also check out Gwanda Market and show you how Gwanda Market looks like. There is a market outside there where most of the people that have been chased off the streets are supposed to be. But when I try to look around, I see this area also has more people, more vendors. So some of them have run from the city center and come to this other side. That's where they are. You can clearly see all this is filled with people vending different stuff, mostly clothes here. And for people that are selling fruits, most of them have gone to markets like Owino, they've gone to markets like Usafi, and that is it. This is the Gwanda taxi park, one of the big taxi parks that we have. This could be the third, if I may say, after the new and the old taxi parks. Gwanda is the other big taxi park that we have in Kampala.
Shopping mall, eduka namba abakutuusanga ensawo z'okula emirala nga school bags.
So you realize most of the people that were selling saucepans, suitcases that were down, they moved and they are right somewhere here. So this is how this area looks like now. This is the Swift Plaza. And this is also the parking entrance for Swift Plaza. They have an underground parking, and this is to address all the people that were saying most of the city buildings don't have parking. That is where the parking entrance is. Yeah, this one goes upwards, by the way. It has parking on top of the building. Underground, it is just the basement levels. And this park here, it is the Chiseni Park. It is now parked. Some of the taxis have been chased in the taxi parks and off the streets, and now they are supposed to be here. Yesterday they were grading through here. I thought we were going to spend more time on the works, but they did it faster. And I hope and pray they tarmac it, and it comes out very good, because the rain that rained in the morning did this. It is all muddy at the moment. This is it. This is how this place looks like. Also, this, which is Top City Plaza, was recently built. It is not so old. I'm happy now that it is all filled, I think, because of the fact that most people were chased off the streets and now they got shops here. That's why it is filled. Yeah, it had taken a lot of time for it to be filled. Now all the shops are filled and some of the people have come here. That's where they are. This takes you inside the Ham Stadium and other shops onto the Ham shopping grounds. So around here, this is the notorious Chiseni, if you know it. This is it. And the other part is part of Owino Market. This is still Kafumbe Mukasa Road, and it goes up to the Freeman Hypermarket along the Namirembe Road, or the non-motorized corridor. That is it. This is Kampala City. If you're watching for the very first time, we are in East Africa, Uganda, Africa. That's where we are. So this is the new building around the Link bus terminal. So they are working onto it, but it also has an underground parking. So most of the city buildings have underground parkings, and some people may not know until they get to see them. That's Rwanda down there, and this is the entrance into the Link bus terminal. So this is up next to Bethel Healing Center. I think that is it Imelda Namtebi's church? Right somewhere here. This is where it is. And this is how the space looks like. I see here the police guys are trying to impound motorcycles, and I've seen them tell the bicycles to also divert. This is supposed to be a cycling lane, whatever. Some of the vendors are here back on the streets because the enforcement has put more energy down in the central business district, and they are on high alert. This is Namirembe Road where we are right now. This is what the sign reads. It reads, "No border borders permitted." but they won't listen. They haven't planted grass this way, but I guess they are coming from down heading upwards. This is what we have around Namirembe, and Kampala is up there, the busiest parts, the Kampala road. See the crazy speeds they are running, as if they are on a main road. See this one. And guys, I'm walking on the pavement. Who knows a thing about this mosque? I think it is the Aga Khan Mosque, something like that. Who knows it? Drop a comment and let me know anything about it, because I usually see it and I see a signpost that says private property. So trespassers will be prosecuted. I don't really know why it is like that. Anyway, we keep moving downwards. This is Kampala 2025. Did I say 2025? 2026.
Hallelujah.
This structure around KK Trust Hotel on Namirembe Road is also being demolished. Not only one, I think all the two are going to be demolished. Yeah, that is the change that is here. I've always told you Kampala changes every now and then. Now this one is being put down. I think for a better modern structure, because this is something old, and that's how they demolish here. If you don't have money to hire equipment like excavators that have hammers, that's what you do. You hire manpower and they hit it down. So this is it up to here. That's what they are going to be demolishing. Wow. Hopefully the city changes. And now this is a market, and mostly this market is for the PWDs, people with disability. Woo. But of course there are also other people, because the people with disability are not so many. Then other people also came and they also transact business from here. Since most of them have been chased from the streets, they will always come and do business from this way. I think this is one of their new permanent home. And this, they're also still building. So we expect an arcade here as well. Not a plaza, but an arcade. So that's how generally things are at the moment. And this is still Kafumbe Mukasa Road. So Kafumbe Mukasa Road ends around here, and it runs going back towards the Musafi Market, or the roundabout at Musafi Market, because the roundabout is called Kafumbe Mukasa Roundabout. So this is where you are. I hope you've got that as well. This is where we are. This is Ham Shopping Grounds. Yeah, this one also has parking space on top there. Like, I don't know if you can clearly see. Parking space on top there. I see motorcycles, I see cars. A lot of them are up there. So for the people that were saying that we don't have enough parking spaces in the city, you were wrong. Also the other building, where is it? The other building up, it has the other one with red words. It has parking space, I think 2 levels inside there. So that is enough parking space. Of course, Every parking space there is paid for. Yeah, that's what you need to know. There is some traffic jam at the moment, but of course the city is free. I hope and pray they bring back the trees that were here. Miss Chikundu had provided palm trees that were put here during the NAM summit, but at the moment they disappeared. So this is it, Kampala City, Uganda, East Africa, Africa. This is where we are. So we don't have traffic lights here. There is no systematic flow of traffic here. It's wardens that man everything. And this is how I get back into the downtown. Yeah, it is blazing hot at the moment. The sun is very hot. Let me cross and go to this other side for better views for people watching it for the first time. This is where we used to have plenty of women selling stuff on the street, but they're no longer here. Wow. This landlord here is already fixing the papers. Here, fixing. So they've since fixed this area. They've put papers here already, so I think it is going to spread to the other side as well. I also saw someone complaining that why are they not painting here? It's painted.